Hey there. Have you ever woken up, eaten what you think is a healthy breakfast, and then felt completely drained an hour later? Maybe you're sluggish, your joints feel a little creaky, or your brain just can't quite snap into focus. Sound familiar? Well, you're not alone. For years, we've been told certain breakfast foods are good for us, even heart healthy or brain boosting. But here's the eye-opener. Some of the most popular breakfast choices for folks over 50 are actually quietly working against your body, sabotaging your energy, your memory, and even your joints, all before 9 a.m. It's like pouring the wrong kind of fuel into a classic car. Hi, welcome back, and in this video, we're pulling back the curtain. We're going to expose 4 breakfast foods you should absolutely avoid if you're over 50 and want to feel vibrant and energetic. But don't worry, it's not all bad news. I'll also share 4 powerful, delicious foods you should be eating every single day to boost your energy, protect your heart, and keep your mind sharp as a tack. Stick around, because changing what's on your plate tomorrow morning might just change how you feel for the rest of your life. And if you're over 50 and trying to eat better, tell me in the comments what's your go-to breakfast right now. You might be surprised to learn if it's on our list. Before we dive in, if you find this helpful, hit that subscribe button and tap the bell so you never miss another video that could literally change your health and your life. The breakfast betrayers, foods to ditch. Let's kick things off with a breakfast food that sneakily found its way into almost every senior's pantry because it's marketed as convenient and heart healthy. I'm talking about instant oatmeal. Yes, those little flavored packets you just tear open, add hot water to, and boom, breakfast is served. Sounds easy, right? But here's the catch. While the label might boast heart healthy, instant oatmeal is one of the most misleading breakfast choices out there. It's been so heavily processed that the oats have lost much of their natural fiber, which is the part that slows down digestion. This means they digest incredibly fast. Too fast. As soon as it hits your stomach, it practically explodes into sugar in your bloodstream, sending your blood sugar soaring. For us seniors, this is a major red flag. Those blood sugar spikes are usually followed by sharp crashes, leaving you tired, foggy, and strangely hungry again, sometimes just an hour or two after eating. So what do? You reach for another snack, often something sugary, and before you know it, you're caught in this exhausting cycle of blood sugar highs and lows that can worsen insulin resistance, contribute to stubborn weight gain around the middle, and even lead to persistent brain fog. And let's not even talk about the flavored varieties, loaded with added sugars, artificial flavorings, and a surprising amount of salt. That maple brown sugar packet might as well be called a blood sugar bomb. Definitely not what you want first thing in the morning. Next up, let's talk about those little cute tubs of flavored yogurt you see in refrigerators everywhere. They've got pictures of fresh strawberries on the label, maybe a splash of honey, and buzzwords like probiotic, gut healthy, or light. They're marketed like they're the absolute best thing you could do for your digestion and your bones. But here's the wake-up call, and it might shock you. Most flavored yogurts have more sugar than a candy bar. Let that sink in for a moment. A typical Snickers bar has around 20 grams of sugar. Some fruit-flavored yogurts, they can easily top 25, even 30 grams in one small serving. Many seniors eat it thinking they're doing something good for their health, but in reality, they're inadvertently feeding the very problems they're trying to fix: gut issues, inflammation, weight gain, and blood sugar instability. It's not just the sugar. These yogurts are also often packed with artificial sweeteners, thickeners like carrageenan, stabilizers, and preservatives. Ingredients like sucralose, aspartame, or artificial flavors may not seem dangerous at first glance, but your body knows better. Studies have linked some of these additives to gut microbiome disruption. That's your healthy gut bacteria being thrown out of whack, which can lead to increased inflammation throughout your body and even digestive discomfort like bloating, gas, or irregularity that can make you feel miserable throughout the day. And let's be honest, gut health is no joke as you age. Your digestive system becomes more sensitive and your microbiome becomes less diverse. So those little yogurt cups, marketed as digestive superstars, may actually be making things worse. Now, let's talk about those so-called healthy breakfast cereals that proudly wear labels like multigrain, high fiber, or fortified with vitamins. While the marketing sounds incredibly convincing, the reality is often quite different and potentially harmful, especially for older adults. Most of these cereals are made with refined grains that have been extensively processed, meaning they've been stripped of their natural nutrients, the very fiber that slows down digestion, and healthy fats. What's left is a product that digests very quickly, flooding your bloodstream with sugar and causing a significant spike in blood glucose levels. This spike may be followed by a sudden, often dramatic drop in energy, a crash that leaves you tired, irritable, and hungrier again, often just an hour or two after eating. So what do? You reach for another snack, often something sugary. And before you know it, you're caught in this exhausting cycle of blood sugar highs and lows that can worsen insulin resistance, contribute to stubborn weight gain around the middle, and even lead to persistent brain fog. And let's not even talk about the flavored varieties, loaded with added sugars, artificial flavorings, and a surprising amount of salt. That maple brown sugar packet might as well be called a blood sugar bomb. Definitely not what you want first thing in the morning. Finally, let's dig into a classic breakfast combo that's quietly doing far more harm than good: white toast with margarine and jam. It might seem harmless, maybe even comforting, a breakfast staple for generations. But for older adults, this trio can be a silent saboteur to long-term health and well-being. Let's start with white bread. It's made from refined flour that has been stripped of its fiber, all its natural B vitamins and essential minerals. That means it digests incredibly rapidly, causing your blood sugar to spike quickly after eating, much like a spoonful of sugar would. These constant sugar surges, especially in the morning when your body is most sensitive to glucose fluctuations, can lead to a vicious cycle of energy crashes, irritability, and intense cravings. Over time, they wear down your body's ability to regulate insulin properly, significantly raising the risk of insulin resistance and type 2 diabetes, a concern that only grows as we age. Then comes the margarine. Once mistakenly praised as a healthier alternative to butter, margarine is now known to often contain partially hydrogenated oils, a major source of trans fats. These fats are notorious for raising your bad cholesterol, LDL, lowering your good cholesterol, HDL, and significantly increasing inflammation throughout your body. And chronic inflammation doesn't just affect the heart. It's been directly linked to memory loss, stiff aching joints, and even accelerated cognitive decline for seniors. So this margarine could be slowly undermining both your cardiovascular and brain health. Finally, we top it off with a thick layer of jam that may sound innocent because it's fruit-based, but most jams are loaded with excessive added sugars and artificial preservatives. These sugars don't just spike your blood glucose even further, but they also fuel chronic inflammation, contribute directly to belly fat accumulation, and increase the risk of metabolic syndrome. And since aging bodies are more sensitive to sugar's negative effects, this sugary spread can be particularly damaging to brain health, accelerating memory loss and increasing the risk of dementia-related diseases over time. So when you combine refined carbs, unhealthy trans fats, and excessive added sugars all in one meal, you're essentially serving your body a breakfast that speeds up aging on the inside. It may seem like a simple morning ritual, but over the years, it can quietly chip away at your energy, mental clarity, and resilience to illness. Power foods to revitalize your mornings. Now that we've covered what to avoid, let's shift gears. Stick with me because these next 4 breakfasts are not just healthy, they can truly transform your mornings and boost your energy naturally. And if you're finding this helpful so far, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you never miss another video that could literally change your health and your life. Tip 1. Embrace steel-cut oats. Instead of instant regret, switch to steel-cut oats. They're far less processed than their instant counterparts, meaning they retain their full fiber content and natural structure. This makes them a slow-burning fuel for your body. Packed with soluble fiber, they digest much more gradually, keeping your blood sugar stable and your appetite satisfied for hours, preventing those mid-morning energy crashes. Even better, soak them overnight in water or unsweetened almond milk with a sprinkle of cinnamon. It helps with digestion and flavor. Then cook them slowly in the morning, letting the oats soften naturally without needing any added sugars. Top it off with a handful of walnuts or a few fresh berries. Blueberries or raspberries are excellent choices, packed with antioxidants. Add a sprinkle of cinnamon for blood sugar balance, a few crushed walnuts for healthy fats, or if you really need a touch of sweetness, a tiny drizzle of raw honey. Not only will it taste incredibly satisfying, but it will support your gut, stabilize your blood sugar, and keep you energized without the crash. Now that's a delicious way to start your day. Tip 2. Go for plain Greek yogurt.
Plain, unsweetened Greek yogurt is an excellent breakfast choice due to its high protein content, which helps maintain muscle mass. It also contains natural probiotics that support healthy digestion and immune function. For an upgrade, combine it with fresh berries, cinnamon, crushed walnuts, or a touch of raw honey for added antioxidants, healthy fats, and blood sugar balance. Tip 3. The incredible power of eggs. Eggs are a super fuel for the body and brain. They're packed with high-quality protein for muscle maintenance and are a significant source of vitamin D, crucial for bone strength and fracture prevention, especially for seniors. Eggs are also one of the best natural sources of choline, a nutrient vital for brain health, boosting memory, sharpening focus, and potentially slowing age-related cognitive decline. Simple preparation methods like boiling, poaching, or scrambling in olive oil are recommended. Tip 4. Load up on antioxidant-rich berries. Small yet mighty, berries are loaded with antioxidants, particularly anthocyanins, which protect against oxidative stress and cell damage, especially in the brain. For seniors, these antioxidants help shield brain cells from inflammation and free radical damage, supporting memory, improving communication between brain cells, and potentially reducing the risk of neurodegenerative diseases. Berries also provide vitamins, fiber, and anti-inflammatory compounds beneficial for heart health, digestion, and blood sugar regulation. They can be easily added to oatmeal or plain Greek yogurt. Thank you so much for joining me today as we explored the breakfast that can either work against your health or become powerful allies in helping you stay vibrant, strong, and sharp as you age. I know how important it is to take good care of yourself, especially when it comes to something as fundamental as the very first meal of your day. Breakfast truly sets the tone not just for your immediate energy levels, but for your brain function, heart health, blood sugar stability, and even your mood throughout the entire day. Choosing the right foods in the morning isn't always easy. There's so much conflicting information out there, and it can feel overwhelming trying to figure out what's truly good for you amidst all the marketing noise. But remember, it's not about perfection. It's about making small, thoughtful, and consistent changes that add up over time. You don't have to overhaul everything overnight. Even swapping out just one less than ideal breakfast choice for a nutrient-packed, wholesome option can make a huge difference in how you feel day by day, week by week, and year by year. Your body and brain deserve the very best fuel to keep you moving, thinking clearly, and living your life to the fullest. The breakfast we talked about today, rich in fiber, antioxidants, healthy fats, and vital nutrients, are all proven to support aging bodies and minds in powerful ways. They help reduce inflammation, maintain muscle and bone strength, improve circulation, and protect your memory. They're not just foods, they're your dedicated allies in aging gracefully. If you found this video helpful, I encourage you to take a moment right now to hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss another tip or health insight designed just for you. And please share your thoughts in the comments below. What breakfast swaps have you made? What challenges do you face when trying to eat healthier? Your stories and questions help build a wonderful community where we learn from each other and support each other. Remember, this journey is yours, and every positive choice you make is a meaningful step towards a healthier, happier tomorrow. I'm honored to be a part of that journey with you, bringing you practical, science-backed advice in a way that's easy to understand and apply. Thank you again for watching. Take care of yourself, nourish your body with love, and I can't wait to see you in the next video where we'll continue uncovering simple yet powerful ways to enhance your health and well-being. Until then, stay strong, stay curious, and most importantly, stay kind.